What is up, XRP Army? We have some exciting updates for XRP and some more updates regarding the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. So hit that subscribe, hit that like. Links to everything's in the description. Vet XRP Cafe co-founder saying Ripple released the XRP Ledger market report for Q1 of 2024. I have a dedicated video, full detail reading the entire report, and it's a fantastic report. He says it's interesting to see a slower growth in new wallets by 11%, but a double in transactions. And we can see minus 11% to number of new wallets, but those same wallets, an increase of 108% of transactions. So fabulous. Continuing from there, auto bridging is using XRP to swap any asset on the XRPL DEX for the best rate. XRP is inherently counterparty free, which makes it perfect to market make between asset and, as a result, the most liquid token on the XRPL. Here it says auto bridging is a feature on the DEX that utilizes XRP as the native currency to facilitate trades between any two assets on the XRPL. Keep in mind, again, utilizes XRP as the native currency to facilitate these, right? XRP is inherently counterparty free. Auto bridging capitalizes on this by automatically considering XRP as a bridge currency to find the most efficient trading route across assets. Now, there's some other juicy insights in case you guys don't want to check out the full video. One of which from that report was that they believe that they'll pay a maximum of 10 million for the fine from the SEC, not billions. In addition to that, they highlighted the importance in the growth of stablecoins. This ties nicely into Apex, where we'll probably see a reveal, more information disclosed about the Ripple stablecoin coming to XRPL and ETH. And also, when we see bridging, we think about Axelar, we think about the Dutch bank onboarded into Project Guardian. Axelar network is there. I saw discussions of layer 0. You notice how bridging and interoperability is all coming together. And also, guys, XRP Army, let's not give attention to the whole ETH gate. Life is unfair. I think that if you're in the right place, right time, right room, you know what? If there were conversations, whatever happened with ETH, it is what it is. I think that ETH won't be a security. XRP is definitely not a security. And I think the future, guys, is omni-chain. We're going to see multiple spot ETFs. We're going to see baskets of ETFs. Brad Garlinghouse has hinted at this also. And Brad Garlinghouse also hinted at the importance of the stablecoin Tether. At the same time saying that the US is kind of going after it. Not that it'll implode and crash, because that'll have cascading effects to the rest of the crypto space very adversely. But we can see that the stablecoin coming in with their US home, with the entire product market fit, it's the US daddy to like stablecoin, and like them also choosing the project that they underestimated Ripple, dragging them into this lawsuit. The report also said that they believe Judge Torres will judge this fairly. And on the subject of interchain and stablecoin, to wrap up, this is the future. The future is stablecoin, interconnected. And I think Ripple is at the helm of enterprise banking and in a great geopolitical situation, because when they come out of this with flying colors, they will be one of the only projects with clarity. And they will have an advantage in addition to being based in the US. Undoubtedly, we have this app. So EasyA has been a great success. It has a ton of information for the XRP Ledger, for the community. The XRP hackathons have been fantastic as well, out of scope, but I would love to see the developer conversion rate to the XRPL versus other chains on EasyA. Yeah, that's an interesting take. It says here that EasyA launched educational modules and initiatives to onboard its community of over three quarter of a million developers onto the XRPL and its Ethereum virtual machine compatible sidechain. Again, interconnected. Ethereum virtual chain, stablecoin going to an ETH, EVMOS Cosmos enhancements to the XRPL's sidechain. Guys, why the hell would Ripple launch a stablecoin on ETH and enhance the Ethereum virtual machine compatible sidechain knowing that it's going to be security? They know some things we don't. So forget about the weirdo who moans and groans, gets out of bed, face unwashed, teeth not brushed, and his problems are rooted in price, which most people are, and they just give stupid advice. It's big. It's pissed off Vet. It's pissed off many people because there are some people in XRP Army. All they do is complain. It's not solution oriented. All they do is conspire. They don't have evidence. All they do is just point the finger. And if the price goes up, they vanish. So guys, be careful. I think that they're a minority, and I think most of the people in XRP Army are pretty positive and they have decorum and they have civil discourse. So just be mindful of that. That like, just because the price is down doesn't mean that it's broken and a bad project. And the Q1 report supports that. So yeah, that would be interesting to see. This will allow developers to more easily build decentralized applications with smart contract capabilities on the high-speed, low-cost XRPL, which it is high-speed and it is low-cost. I've used the Zum wallet when it was not called Zaman. They renamed to Zaman because of like a lawsuit. And Zum wallet has always been speedy, fast, easy to use. And I used it since, when was it? 2020, I want to say 2022, around then. Like the XLS 20 days. And it works fine. It gets the job done. And now you can add new networks like the Zahao and just toggle between networks, kind of like MetaMask vibes. But I think the XRPL is making good strides, guys. I'm optimistic on the future. Now, it's probably going to be a late bloomer, but it's okay. It's all right. Like, I think we always try to look at others and compare, and it's like, why aren't we beating Solana? Well, Solana also capitulated and went down to $9. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, hindsight's 2020, but I think it's kind of foolish right now, and it's not financial advice, but it's kind of foolish to be waiting this long and then paper hands your XRP. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. If XRP goes down, I'm definitely going to be scooping up XRP and more altcoins. I'm a money maxi. I don't pick and choose and worship these projects or these founders. You know what I'm saying? XRP Ledger offline proof of payments. So there's been a lot of controversy, I think, surrounding this. And I saw that Vet had a long video, but I couldn't scrub through it because of Twitter. And so he made this post saying XRPL offline proof of payments, XPOP. Now the graphic is like, it still kind of is a little ambiguous, but it's showing to us that yes, you can still do online and offline back and forth. It doesn't only have to be online. There's a stepped process. Green circle is the online part, XRPL payment settlement. Red circle is the offline part, vending machine. And in this case, we can see like the Coke here coming out of the vending machine. Vet is online. He sends a payment, goes to UNL, XRPL, online, validator list. And it looks like how I get it, I looked at some of the comments, is that you can still settle these transactions even if you're not fully online, and then kind of account for balances and whatnot when it does go online. So you can still settle this offline to some extent. It doesn't mean that your hands are tied, and this will make sure that it is versatile for situations where people maybe are not online all the time, be it an outage or a specific use case or something like that. And then when they are back online, then they can account for. And so, yeah, take with this a grain of salt. If you guys have any other feedback about this, because and I think there's a few good statements in here regarding the offline. Some of the people are still confused, like this XRPL can be used offline. You just need an internet connection and then it will work. But I will take Vet's word for it. And I think that Vet's one of those guys. I think that he's very positive in the XRP army. If you're not following Vet, make sure you're following Vet. And I think that this is I would like to see more clarity on this, because it just looks like, okay, this is what I'm doing, but the how, because shared documentation is not shared understanding. But if it can do offline payments, offline/online payments, or semi-offline payments, then great, why not? Ripple versus SEC. What's next as legal battle rages on? Well, we know from the Q1 report, which we have a dedicated video on, that they believe that Judge Torres will be fair. They also made a statement that there is no allegation of fraud or like a mismanagement. There's no sort of like severe allegations. And we also know that they believe firmly that they like a maximum ceiling of $10 million, not billion, but But let's see what U.Today has to say. Ripple expresses anticipation for pivotal movement in SEC case. So Ripple has hinted at the next steps in its ongoing lawsuit with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. In its most recent Q1 report, Ripple expresses anticipation for a pivotal moment in the case. The judge's decision on the final remedies, which is expected in the coming months. So it's a little ambiguous. It could be tomorrow, it could be next month, it could be July, it could be August, who knows. You notice how everyone keeps pushing the goalpost to Q4? It's very interesting. Ripple's leadership remains confident in the strength of their legal arguments that the judge will approach the remedies phase fairly. In terms of the next steps, both parties will wait for the judge to make a determination on the final remedies, likely in the coming months. Ripple remains confident that the judge will approach the remedies phase fairly, and they stated that in their Q1 2024 report, which is a great read. The judge's decision on the final remedies will have far-reaching consequences for Ripple and the whole crypto market. So this is why it's important not just for Ripple, but the rest of the altcoin space, because it's going to set a precedent of what will happen to the rest of the space. And we're at a very interesting crossroads right now with that anti-crypto legislation being voted against. We'll see if the president just approves it by force, or what happens also with this, because how Ripple comes out of this is going to play an important role for the rest of the space. If the court rules in favor of Ripple, it may set a precedent for digital assets in the United States. In contrast, a finding in favor of the SEC might result in more regulatory scrutiny for other cryptocurrencies, potentially stifling innovation in the industry. We know that in July of last year, XRP kind of went up to 80 cents just from the announcement that it's not a security. And that was the day of. It was fast. It was quick. So it would be lovely to see us surpass $1 and start seeing some new price discovery. But we'll have to wait and see. Only time will tell. Throwback to timelines in remedies phase. So a little throwback. The SEC filed a request for remedies against Ripple for institutional XRP sales with the court on March 22nd. The SEC requested roughly $2 billion, crazy, which includes $900 million in disgorgement, $200 million in prejudgment interest on the disgorgement request, and $900 million in penalties. Absolutely bonkers. And as Brad Garlinghouse said, they don't lose anything. They can just keep saying more and more and more and more. It's not like Gary takes time off. It's not like it comes out of his pocket. The only people who lose are just the people. It really sucks, and it's quite ironic. The SEC has also requested an injunction. Ripple submitted its response to the SEC's request on April 22nd. This is all this year, stating that the law does not allow for disgorgement if the SEC has not demonstrated that anyone was harmed. And like they said, there was no allegation of fraud or harm here. And those were the words in their article. Ripple argued that a penalty of no more than $10 million would be appropriate in a case involving no fraud or recklessness allegations. As we alluded to, the SEC replied to Ripple's brief on May 6. While the specific timing for the judge's decision is unknown, Ripple's recent statements suggest that they're preparing for a resolution within the next few months. The period of anticipation is marked by cautious optimism, as stakeholders across the crypto industry await the outcome that could shape the future of digital asset regulation. And this is why not rooting for XRP is one of the dumbest things that people can do in crypto. I've seen Solana maxis wish for the downfall of Ethereum when it was transitioning from proof of work to proof of stake. Yes. And so, guys, the future is all. The future is, in my opinion, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, Solana, and they all have different use cases. They all have different intentions. They all have different product market fit. In the case of XRP, enterprise, banking, all that good stuff, interconnected. And they will coexist. They will coexist. It's the unpopular take, but often the unpopular take is the one that ends up happening. And we'll have to let time reveal what will really happen with this, but it will shape the future of digital asset regulation. Yes, and especially with the US. We may see this be kind of a moment to really kickstart the bull run and make it go hard. because sometimes we need those crazy announcements to really create the FOMO. And when we see the retail coming into like GME and whatnot, and we're already in the bull run, but social sentiment's really low. I think that as we approach Q4, we're going to see a lot of bullish stuff. Historically, in the past few bull runs, summer's never been really a great time for crypto. And so I think that fall and beyond are going to be some important times. Let me know what you guys think. What's your take on XRP? What do you guys think about this offline payments ting? Can you even make sense of this? I'm optimistic on XRP. Are you guys optimistic? Why or why not? I always welcome dissent, but like we got to explain why. I think XRP has a lot good going for it. Good charismatic leadership, good narrative, good product market fit. So hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you guys in the next Angry Crypto Show.